Hi everybody, it's Andrew Hutchings, and this video is about what is science? Is science scientific papers? Is science like the discussion of things? Like, what is science? Well, science is actually a methodology. It's a methodology in which you observe, and based on your observations, you come up with a theory of what you think is going on, and you design an experiment that can confirm or not, well, I mean, not truly fully, but that can generate more observable things that can further support your theory or disprove it or give you reason to think up something else. That is the key to science. You do not know anything except for exactly what the experiment produces result-wise. If you are testing whether something causes cancer in women who are over the age of 40 and they're in menopause, and you do an experiment in rats and it increases markers for some sort of cancer, does that, and you're using something that you think causes that cancer in those postmenopausal women, does that tell you that it causes cancer in them? Now, this isn't the hardest example. I think a lot of you would say no, but it's really a good example because it's not always so clear. But like in this example, first of all, it's a rat, not a human, not a postmenopausal woman. But also, just because you see markers or signs of something doesn't mean that something's actually going on. And it doesn't mean that it would go on in a human. You gotta discern the difference between what you see and what it tells you, because it only tells you exactly what you see. And it suggests that other stuff may be going on, but it doesn't tell you anything except for exactly what it shows you. People often make the mistake of thinking they do an experiment and it proves all sorts of things. No, it does not. It doesn't prove anything. It generates more observable evidence that can support a theory and make it so that you have more reason to believe that it is the case, but it doesn't prove it. In order to prove it, there's problems with saying prove and stuff, but this example really would be proving it. The only way you could really prove something, and let's use the cancer example again, this chemical cause cancer in postmenopausal women, would be if you gave it to them and they all got cancer. Then you could go, well, yeah, clearly it causes cancer in them. But if you gave it to them and you get all these signs of cancer and you see those, you don't know if they're actually going to get cancer. You don't know if they have cancer. All you know is that they have those signs of it. You need to separate what the experiment is really providing you and what you are implying. You should minimize how much you imply. You take what you can observe from and that's the thing about an experiment. You have to design it in a way that it generates observable results. You can do an experiment that will do a whole lot of stuff, but if you have no way of measuring it or detecting it or whatever it is, it's pointless because you don't get anything. It's like, say you have no equipment, you can't measure anything, and you give a medication to a dog. You can't ask the dog if it feels good or bad. So if you have nothing at your disposal, you really wouldn't be able to know, and it'd be a pointless experiment for the most part. Of course, you could try to look at the dog, but let's assume that it doesn't make it feel bad enough that it would change how it's acting. But if you were to give it to a human, that human could be like, I feel pretty weird. I don't feel horrible, but I feel weird. And you could write that down, take note of it, because that's an observable, and not quite an observation, but I don't know exactly what to call it when somebody says something to you, but yeah, it's just an example to prove a point. You could introduce genes into an organism, but if you have no equipment to see if they end up producing their protein or doing whatever they're supposed to do, you don't know what goes on. You need some way of detecting changes or detecting the presence of something. I mean, that would fall under a change if it wasn't there to begin with. But yes, science is a methodology of thinking about things and designing experiments that will generate observable results that provide you with more information to get a clearer picture of things. But you don't know. You don't just know stuff. You know what experiments have shown. Nothing else. It's really that simple. You only know what the experiments have shown. Theory is great. Doesn't always work like that in real life, though. There are so many examples of great theories, but when it comes to real life, there's just one little problem I mean, maybe there's a lot of problems with it, but there only needs to be one little issue with it that, and remember, theories are developed based on experiments. Our ability to measure and detect things is not omnipotent. We're not God. We can't magically know everything when we do an experiment. So we aren't really getting the full picture. So when we develop theories, they're not usually complete. And that's why they're usually imperfect. And in real life, results don't go exactly according to how they should. I hope you like this video. Please give it a like and a comment. Someday it'd be awesome if I got enough money from YouTube that it could fund my experiments. I would probably just have my own website where I talk to you guys about them and tell you what's going on with them. But actually, yeah, then I wouldn't make money from YouTube. So I guess I'd have to put them on YouTube, yeah. Or like pay a monthly membership fee to fund me doing research. Because you can also only do research if you have the resources. I can't do research with my t-shirt. I can't do research with my glass. I mean, I could figure out something I could do with them, but I can't do anything meaningful with my glasses. You need equipment, you need chemicals, you need biological stuff, you need money. So if you have no money, you can't do much. But if I had money coming in from YouTube, I could focus on research that I want to do and tell you guys about it. That'd be awesome. Probably won't happen, but who knows. Check out my website, andrewhutchings.org, which I need to finish up soon as I take care of some other stuff going on in my life. My Instagram is natural_true_fitness. You can hire me for training, advice, consultations, plans, coaching, etc. Same thing with diet, same thing with supplements, any supplements. I don't know if people have caught on to that, but I really do mean like vitamins and stuff, and I really do mean other supplements as well. And you can also hire me to teach you or tutor you in like organic chemistry, general chemistry, biochemistry, chemical biology, immunology, whatever you want. As long as it's not like ultra advanced specified organic chemistry or physical chemistry. Because to be honest, I decided not to do physical chemistry. Not because it was too hard, but because I decided to focus more on biochemical stuff. I had a choice at my university to spend my last year focused on a physical chemistry and physics type stuff, or to focus on biological stuff. And if it's not already obvious, I like biological stuff a lot more. I really don't care that much about like nuclear chemistry or like physical chemistry. I mean, physical chemistry. I took a class that was kind of physical chemistry, and it's good stuff, but it's just not the most important for me or the most relevant to what I do and what I want to do. So I did not actually go through a physical chemistry course in my university, and I have no intention on ever learning it on my own because it's not relevant for me. So I can't tutor you in that. I also haven't done advanced mathematics in like 6 years, so I will choose not to tutor you in that. But anything chemistry or biology related,